Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm MrRishi and today we're going to be doing another VOD review. This VOD review is going to be going over Game 3 against Genosect in the Pocus Cup. I did miss out on pick ban, so we will wait until I click X here. Alright, there we go. So, I led off with the Valier and the Ruler. I do believe he banned my Grandpa and my Volcarine. While I banned his Gorong and his Volrend. Now just thinking about this real quick, I did mess up in this pick ban. I should have banned the Waspine most likely, as Waspine has Reset. Reset does decrease the effectiveness of my Ruler's Purgation. So being able to, if I was able to hit that, it would have been a little better, I'd say. So we'll just, I believe I stare here, plus drill impact, the ruler, which gets me 33.1 damage off, which isn't bad, but the amount of damage that they end up doing to me with Toxic Spores and Stone Bolt is way more. So yes, I do get damage on this ruler, which allows me to threaten it this turn with a Black Hole plus Goring, right? Like that should kill the ruler. But I believe that because I predict that, I do end up going... Oh no, I do end up going for the T-Trap. My bad. I didn't want to risk the Ruler staying in. Also, I had Black Hole before this game, but I took it off. Or not this game, but this tourney. And so as you can see, like this is probably one of the biggest misplays that I've had, is letting this Valier take damage. Against Stall, being able to stare the opponent and hypnosis the opponent is one of the biggest upsides of having stare and hypnosis. I don't have to turbo up like I do against other teams in order to get stare and hypnosis off. But yeah. So, okay, at this point, I'm thinking like, hey, what am I going to be able to do? I know they're going to Bark Shield most likely. So I end up actually predicting them to swap out on the Waspine. This ends up not doing so hot because they do end up going for the Shy Shield. I go for the Drill Impact, which isn't gonna be doing a whole bunch. Yeah, and they're gonna heal up 6% of that when they go for or from Royal Jelly, right? You have Tardy Rush up now. Doesn't really change much. I do believe that we swap out into Minotaur here. So let's speed forward a little. Okay. So we stare the Saku, and then we swap out to Minnow. Yep. This is to get Black Hole online. I know that from Game 1 and Game 2 that this Waspine has absolutely 0 attacks on it. Except for Swarm Maid, that is. It has no Crystal Deluge and no Crystal Bite. And so you'd think that this Waspine wouldn't be that big of a threat. No. This Waspine carries this game. So we do see the Stare go off into the Saku. Swarm Maid goes off. It does end up killing the Valier, which is, again, really bad. I do get chipped on the Minotaur. That isn't as bad, as I will be able to bring in the... I believe I bring in Ruler after this. So this is one of the main problems, though. Like I said earlier, this Waspine does have Reset, right? Which means that if I get Purgations off here, my Purgation... Let's pause this here. My Purgations in the Ruler can just get reset by Waspine pretty easily. Which makes them lose their value. Makes me have to Purgation that Ruler back up. I'm thinking like, hey, you're going to swap out Waspine here, right? Right? Because I can pretty easily Stone Ball plus... plus Purgation. I'm like, he's gonna swap out Waspine, and he ends up not swapping out Waspine, so very well played by Genosect. I do get the damage. I do get damage on the Saku though. I guess that's why they didn't swap out, because they are +1 defense. and they're reactive and they chain healed. So all in all, I wouldn't have done much damage to them, honestly. Although, all right, let's go back a little. I should have always rockfalled at least there. The reason why I at least rockfall is because then I can stoneball this turn and black hole that slot, or at least threaten it. So they go for the Toxic Spores this turn. I just rest on Ruler while I go for another Purgation with Minotaur. And they went for this reset, so I'm only at +2. But now I'm in another rough spot, right? My Minotaur's taking damage on... It's my win con. My Minotaur's my win con. And if you guys watch any of my other VOD reviews, you guys will know that taking damage on your win con is not something you want to do. So we'll speed ahead here. We get a Purgation on the Minotaur this time, which isn't a good idea. I needed to go for the Purgation on the Ruler. Oh, sorry, it was Purgation on Ruler. So I did that right. But the thing is that we see that the Saku's Kaleidoscope. I knew that from earlier games, but we're just letting this Waspine sit on the field and get more and more value. And now this turn, I need to swap out the Ruler. But I'm pretty sure I end up... Do I end up doing that? Let's see. I do end up doing that and going into Tataru. And I'm predicting them to reset my Ruler, because Ruler's a huge threat here. But then I accidentally end up misclicking. I don't think this is that big of a misclick in all reality. It does matter because I don't have +2 Tataru, right? So that is pretty big. Like, if I had +2 Tataru here, it would be amazing. Because I get to Paizo Electric Blow plus Major Slash the Pegapick. My Paizo Electric Blow goes off before my Tataru. Tataru takes a Fainted Curse, and I'm in a much better spot. But I can't do that anymore because Paizo Electric Blow will kill the pig most likely, causing me to be in a rough spot. So we end up doubling the pig though. Oh no, sorry. We do swap out a Ruler. Again, if I had Purgation the Tataru, I would be in a better spot because my Tataru would be gaining value on the field rather than my Minotaur being in the back and not gaining value. They bring out Saku here. This is to just get the healer back on the board. Get Bark Shield hold up. Okay, so we see this the Stonewall on Pig. Now here I was thinking like, hey, we need to get this pig off the field. The reason why we need to get this pig off the field is because if we don't, it's just going to Divine Inspiration and start healing back up again. I'm guessing that Refreshing Diabolos is on the Pick-a-Pick. Okay, so we do end up doubling the pig, which does a lot of damage. The only problem is that we don't come close to killing it. So this does allow us a Divine Inspiration here. And then Saku just Toxic Spores. We see the Refreshing Diabolo go off on the Saku, which doesn't get much value, but it gets enough. Sorry for the spamming of the battle log, by the way, guys. It helps me focus in tournaments. I'll try to edit it down next time so that you guys don't have to see the spam as much. It's just that this was a bit of an impromptu video I'm trying to get out before the end of the day. Okay, we see Waspine coming out. Rusher procking. And again, I believe we get another we get another Bark Shield. So I really, at this point, I really need to get a Stone Ball plus a Black Hole into the Waspine. Genosect, though, is doing a very good job at playing around my Ruler stamina. I just need to let Ruler go into the back and have some time where it just regains the stamina. It also is threatening a reset on this board. So I do black hole, and I believe I just rest. Yes. I do just rest. So we go for the black hole there. Reset goes off, which is really bad for me. And they toxic spores. This, again, remember, I was talking about my Minotaur getting chipped down slowly. And each time my Minotaur takes the toxic spores, it's just that much closer to death. So now what we can see is that I do end up goring the Waspine. It does not do as much damage as I would hope it to. But it does get chip off, but it pretty much just heals it all back with the Swarm Aid, right? So we get the Purgation off on Ruler. I'm not able to move at all though. I believe I OX no, I did not OX. But again, I can't do a big stone ball into it. Because as I said, I don't have any stamina. And this is the last turn that Minotaur is going to be up here. So we just end up Piezo Electric Blowing plus, I believe, swapping out into Low Wally. Nope, we swap into Tattoo. Sorry, this game happened a little while ago. Okay, so we do get a Piezo Electric Blow on the Prime, which is nice, but I don't think it's worth losing our Minotaur for. Obviously we Piezo Electric Blow always there. The problem is though, is I should have been playing earlier in the game to keep my Minotaur alive. Stock is just getting also an insane amount of value here. Just the fact in itself that I have like let Saku and Waspine get so much value was definitely my downfall this game. Because it's definitely gotten to the point where I can't kill either of them, especially without Minotaur. Or I can kill Waspine, but I don't know, like they just swap it out here and they get their healing, they get their health all the way back up. So in that sense, there isn't much I can do. But we'll go here. There is one point that I want to point out. Right here. I got the pig. I killed the pig earlier in turns. But it just comes back to what I said again, right? This Waspy and Saku both still alive. I let them get way too much value. Ruler and Minotaur. Valor and Minotaur were the first two temps to go down. Those two temps should have been the third or fourth temps to go down, especially with Valor being able to stare, hypnosis, and bamboozle. While Minotaur is able to black hole and reset, plus purgation, my Ruler and Tataru. So I guess the main takeaway I want to give for this video, guys, I believe this was a takeaway from another video. Try your best to identify your win cons. Your win cons against stall are maybe temps that can stack Gale, like that can buff up themselves, or reset the enemy buffs, or impede the enemy buffs, or control the enemy team with like hypnosis. Against mid-range, against mid-range and aggro, the win cons are going to be temps that hit the enemy for super effective damage usually. But yeah, that's gonna be all from today. Sorry for the lower quality of video, I'd say. I appreciate everyone who stuck out to the end. Hope everyone has an amazing day, weekend, life. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that sub, like, and comment. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.